In the early 1800s, the Okanazi band lived in and around the Riding Mountain, which they called Kawaswajikus, Hill of the Buffalo Chase. For these Saulteaux people, Kinnis Creek was a favorite winter camping spot. Hunting and fishing were good, and furs were plentiful. In 1871, Robert Campbell, a retired Hudson Bay fur trader, became one of the first settlers in the area. In 1883, his son Glenn rode north over the mountain to Big Grass Plain, marking trees along the route to guide his return trip. He is credited for clearing much of the Strathclair Trail. The route became known as the Strathclair Dauphin Colonization Trail, providing a way for settlers to travel northward. Branching off the Carleton Trail at a point called the Forks, it followed an established Indian path, passing by the town of Strathclair and following the Little Saskatchewan River to Lake Audie. Continuing north, it crossed Kinnis Creek, then Two Creeks, and finally the Vermilion River. From there, travelers could make their way to Dauphin, Gilbert Plains, or the Swan Valley.
Chris, having a break.
Now we have no food.
By 1885, several families lived at Kinnis Creek, where the large meadow supplied sufficient hay for wintering livestock. Homes, such as the McLeod Ranch, became stopping places for travelers on the trail. The ranch had a bunkhouse with 24 bunks and a wood stove, and offered meals to travelers as well as to men working in the nearby lumber camps. In July of 1891, my great-grandfather, William Shaw, a probationer minister, rode the Strathclair Trail on horseback, making his way to his first mission at Dauphin. It was a 2-day journey. His traveling companion, Reverend James Woodsworth, recalled that in a number of places we had to wade through 100 yards of mud and water which came to our knees. At one point, both horses and wagon were stuck fast and had to be pulled from the mire by rope. In 1942, a prisoner of war camp was established at Whitewater Lake. The German prisoners cut cordwood to be used as fuel for homes. The wood was delivered to Dauphin via the Strathclair Trail. A new highway through the park took a route directly north from Clear Lake, and eventually the Strathclair route was closed to vehicles.
I figure in the next 10 or 15 minutes.
Today, the Strathclair Trail, with its 2 backcountry campsites, is maintained by park staff for non-motorized travel.
No gravity that sucked me in your orbit. There's no magnet that was in your heart. The one restriction was the friction that was keeping us a little too far apart. Well, why fight it? I was secretly delighted. I gave chase and then I let you win. You felt lovely when you loved me like a fool, but now I can't let go of your skin. You know that I never knew that you are crazy glue, my darling, and I'm stuck